Hello, Carinn. This is Claire Gibbs. I'm just leaving this message for you to tell you that we're going to be ending your treatment schedule basically now. So we've been treating you for about 8 weeks right now, and I've gotten to about where I would have wanted to for your treatment. You initially came with some headaches, some possible trigger points in Levator scapula that turned out to be trigger points, some tight joints, your neck was tight, shoulders were tight, and your primary complaint was, of course, stress. We've pretty much solved just about everything. We've treated trigger points. Your headaches have gotten a lot better. Your posture has improved through the strengthening REMX that we've done of rhomboid strengthening, as well as the Superman pose that we gave. As well, the joint health has improved a lot, so your range of motion is a lot better than it was, so that's great. And according to you, your stress has gone down a lot too, so that's really good. Moving on into the future, though, it looks like you don't need as much direct treatment as you have so far. So we're going to move to a once-a-month treatment now. The reason being is that while your job is still quite intensive for your posture, and is big trouble for keeping you healthy. Ultimately, at this point, you don't really need to be coming in at the same frequency that you have been. Right now, I think you'll be able to maintain much better ability to continue working at your job if you continue to maintain a strong series of muscles to help you improve your posture. And through stretching and strengthening exercises, I think you should be able to keep going. And when we come in for the once a month, I'll basically be asking how you're doing. I'll do some tests to see if your range of motion is doing okay. I'll do postural assessment to see if your posture is declining a bit. And we might, work on some stuff to help you reduce stress, just do like a bit of wellness massage if everything's going fine with assessment. Beyond that, though, I'm just going to give you what I'd like to see you do for at home for this while, since it's going to be on you to do a lot of the REMXs that I'm planning on having you do to maintain this good progress that we've made. So the first one is going to be the Superman pose. It's been effective for you to help maintain the strength of a lot of your back muscles to help posture. So for that one, I want you to, you already know how to do it, but just to reiterate, you lie on the ground on your belly and lift up your head, arms, legs, while maintaining a flat back, ideally, but raising yourself off the ground. You want to ideally hold that for about 30 seconds. Get as much of yourself off the ground as you can. The ideal is to get the ribs off the ground, as always. And you do 30-second hold of that 3 times a day. And normally with strength exercises, you want to do them like once every other day. The Superman pose is a bit of a lighter strength exercise, so you could do that every day if you wanted, but I'd recommend sticking to every other day for the moment, just because you don't want to overdo it, and it's a big time investment. But yeah, for the next exercise that I'm going to recommend is the Levator Scapula Stretch. So for this, essentially, you remember how you do it. You go, you sit with your back straight, grab behind the head, draw down, and try and draw your chin to your chest. And you do that to improve the length of Levator scapula and also hopefully prevent it from developing trigger points in the future, which we want to do to reduce headache probability. And the last thing I'm going to say is also a quadriceps stretch in the form of a lunge. Also for the levator stretch, I'd recommend holding the stretch for about 15 to 30 seconds on both sides, alternating. And I would say do that once in the morning, once afternoon, once at night. And I would do that every day because it's a stretch, and that should help you a lot with that. And lastly, I would recommend a quadriceps stretch through lunge, as I already said. And with that one, you essentially, you get on one knee, lunge forward, and then arch your back a bit while pressing your hip forward to try and get a good stretch in there. And then you can also grab your foot while you're doing that and then kind of pull it up from behind to get a further stretch in the quads. And we're adding that because, you're sitting a lot. We don't want you to get too stiff. We want to increase your, mobility as much as we can. And for that one, since it's a stretch, again, you'd hold it for 30 seconds on both sides. And once afternoon, once morning, once night. You could probably do that at the same time as you do the levator stretch. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you can call over. But otherwise, I hope you're doing great. And it's been a pleasure treating you, Carinn. Anyway, this is Claire signing out.